Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to the latest episode of Hidden Jewels of Soul and Disco. I'm Nadine, and if you like the channel, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It's very much appreciated. Also, a big thank you to each and every one of you who took the time and joined our last live stream. We were having a blast. It was a really cool party, and thanks once again for taking the time and joining us. Of course, there will be a third one. By mid-November, I'm coming up with the dates, and it will be a Christmas special. And in December, for the fourth time, we'll be having our best of 2022. And be surprised, there will be some stunning records to be shown in that episode in December. All right, this week we'll be featuring the Brothers. On the records for the Brothers, you won't see any pictures of the group, because there was no group. The Brothers were a project by Warren Schatz. Warren Schatz started at the age of 14 as an engineer in music business. And he was soon requested by the likes of Paul Simon, Burt Bacharach and Neil Diamond. By the mid-70s, he was an established songwriter, conductor, producer, working for the likes of Tony Orlando, Evelyn Champagne King, and many others. At that time period, by the mid-70s, he also had his project, The Brothers. And they released their first album, Disco Soul, in 1975. That album was highly successful, and today you'll find this record in the dollar bin. This record included, which was very famous at that time, instrumental versions of common songs from that period of time, like Never Can Say Goodbye, Kung Fu Fighting, You're My Last, My Everything, which pretty much got into the same segment as the Salsoul Orchestra. So by the end of the 70s, the Salsoul Orchestra was probably the leading company with the instrumental of disco records, but it was pretty much a cash cow. And people loved to buy these records and play them at their house parties. So therefore, there are many out there, and you can still find them for a reasonable price. For myself, I'm not putting disco soul in my collection. I'm not so fond of the instrumental versions of songs, famous songs made at that time, because there's no uniqueness, especially not at that record. It's a very good record, but it's not a record I would say, oh, I need to have this in my collection. But I put some links for some clips of that record in the description so you can have an impression. Maybe it's something for you. The second album pretty much changed my impression of the Brothers, and this is Don't Stop. And that came out in 1976. And here are some clips. There are some funky tunes in it, I tell you for sure. I heard that record and I instantly fell in love with it. I bought this record just a couple of weeks ago in a store not very far away from here for $20. I've seen this record on many fairs during the last couple of years, between 5 to 15 euro. Prices changed. And so I'm not debating on it, it's just the way it is. So it was 20 euro. The cover is, in my opinion, VG around that. You see the ring wear and everything, but the vinyl is just excellent. I'll show you the front and the back. This is just like near mint. It looks like it had never been played. Spine, everything's fine with this. So on RCA, this is like side 1, so you can see it in the light. This is just new, like new. So this is side B. Also just flawless, absolutely flawless. So 20 euro was absolutely okay with me. At that time we are living, and unfortunately you can't expect to have the same pricing as you did 5 or 10 years ago. It's what it is. It's sad, but it is what it is. So yeah, what happened to the brothers? They only released 2 albums. Like I said, this is the second one from 1976, and Warren Schatz pretty much ended that project. Also, this one was very successful, but he somehow found interest in other projects. He's still active in the music business. He got vice president of Artister in the United States back then. Like I said, today he's still active in music business. And these kind of records, which is a shame, because there are so many great instrumental disco records out there who are not just covering material, or who covered material and gave them a whole new flavor to it. So if you find instrumentals, give them a chance. And I can only recommend you that you try Don't Stop Now from the brothers. It's just tremendously good. So once again, thank you very much for watching. I'm wishing you all the best. Stay safe, stay healthy, listen to good music. Maybe don't stop now. And I'll see you next time.